Okay, hi everyone, this is Ines Kaluga, and in today's video, we're going to look at business administration and management skills. And before we go into details, please remember to like, share, and comment. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that. And as I said earlier before, today we're going to look at business administration and management skills. So, these are the qualities that help you complete the tasks related to managing a business. I'm saying that these are qualities that help you to complete tasks related to managing a business. Now, this might involve responsibilities such as filling paperwork, meeting with internal and external stakeholders, presenting important information, developing processes, and answering the employees' questions, and even more. Now, we have what we call the intellectual capital management work. So, this one, it can be defined as an organization overall use for knowledge, creativity, and decision making, and how these concepts can contribute to its success. Ultimately, the process of intellectual capital management is the oversight of its intellectual resources. By managing these resources effectively, an organization can be assured that it is reaping the benefits of all available intellectual assets. We go to recruitment. What do you think by recruitment? So, recruitment, many successful companies and managers must continuously recruit new talent or new talented workers, because these recruitments or workers can be thought of as human capital. However, it is broken down or defined the human capital in is virtually important for an organization's success. The effective use of human capital become more effective through more education and experience. Companies should always focus recruiting new talent, because this will ensure that they will not end up with the unmotivated employees on their workforce. So, for companies to grow, an organization must strategically focus on how they are going to recruit more talents and more talented workers. We move on, we go to selection. So, selection. At all times, company leadership should manage with the proper mindsets, so that the process of selecting workforce talents become easier. With the spirit of competition, workers at work. Most business leadership know that selecting talent is critical to their success. Yet, this is why the leaders must think about people differently and consciously, to consider the implications of making human capital the enterprise of strategy instead of an afterthought. Ultimately, the most important goal when selecting new employees is to actively identify and hire the best workers at all key positions. Because you may find that when selecting workers, they just look at the, the qualifications they have without looking at the type of talent which they have, and this can really make an organization to grow or to go down, because a lot of workers, when you not observe the way they work, you can just find that you put them in power, but they end up running the business for you. So you need to be consciously, you need to be thinking consciously before you consider who to put as the key position in your workforce. That is it. Go on training now. So, after recruiting and selecting the best talent for the organization, effective training is needed. As Kaplan 2013 says, effective knowledge management and knowledge transfer within the organization are fundamental for ongoing organization effectively. But to transfer knowledge effectively, there has got to be planning. Organizations are challenged in the gathering of the best available knowledge, or if not, knowledge management will lose its importance. That's it. Now we go to the regulations. So, all the companies must understand that there are particular regulation that should be followed by all the employees so that there can be no legal issues to battle. As the same Plan 2013 states that the performance risk facing the government from the failure to broadly invest in the mitigation of this knowledge risk are significant from the private sector. To explain further, the private sector focuses primarily on performance, but public sector is driven to focus mostly on complaints. In the private sector, failure to leverage one's knowledge can lead to a path to completive disadvantages and poor profit, and also probably being out of business. So there is no real profit motive. However, overall, the government does not really focus on performance, and its organizations are either profit or loss centers, nor is the leadership broadly held responsible. However, the private sector is able to focus, budget, and invest for a long term. So the private sector and the public sector, they are very different, because the governments, when they are under the public sector and they don't consider the losses, whereas the private sector, they are non-governmental organizations, so they can budget and they also focus on how they are going to be investing their business. We move on, we go to annual training program. So under annual training program, this is where now the companies need to review new policy and introduce change in procedure, and the companies need the annual and printed regulation, because they are the best source of supplementary information about problem areas, and they also need to be printing out documents for the employees to sign before they are hired, because when they do that, this is when now the employees, they can't refuse what they've done, because when they sign, definitely just tell them to say, we even signed here, so you need to work on it. That's it. And then we have what we call staff development program. First of all, what are the various methods of transferring of training employees? The various ways of training employees. One, we have what we call classroom training. So classroom training, this is where now the older employee is teaching in a class, teaching the new employees how they work or how they operate in that organization. And or if they are not doing that, they can easily, whereby when the older employees are working, you mix them, like the older employee and the young employee, the older and the young, so that the young employees can be having the experience of how they operate in that organization. That's from looking at the way that older employee is working. We also have now what we call the career plan. So the career plan is a fundamental part of succession planning. So to build a successful career plan, to gain an understanding of the organization overall strategy and understand what role knowledge plays. So it is very important under the career plan to understand the whole organization and how it's operating. You need to understand all the rules and regulation, and to see what you can change, that will this make our business grow, or will this reduce the performance of our business. You make a plan, a career plan. That's it. Then lastly, we have what we call the life plan. So Under life plan now, this is where now human capital is needed. But why do you think that human capital is needed? Why? Because human capital is the backbone of all human development, economic development, and even the nation. So, for the lifespan of the business to go high, or for the business to run for years, there must be life plan. You need to be checking out the type of people you are including or recruiting in your business, because when you know that, when you recruit more talented workers, that's when your business will grow, because they will know how to work and how to operate. But when you end up just employing non-talented workers, definitely your business will do what? Will collapse, because they are not talented this line and they don't know what they are doing. So that's it, guys, and please remember to like, share, and comment, and see you in my next video where we're going to be talking about communication. Bye, guys. Like, share, and if you're not yet subscribe so that you may be being updated with my new videos. They are interesting, I'm very sure. Bye.